As we get older, relationships evolve. But what happens when a woman, after decades of marriage, starts feeling emotionally distant from her husband? What causes someone who once adored her partner to slowly pull away, to lose interest, to feel disconnected? This slow drift doesn't usually come from one big argument. It's often years of unmet emotional needs, unspoken feelings, and unnoticed moments. It's not always about falling out of love. It's about realizing what love should feel like and noticing when that feeling fades. Today, let's talk about why so many women start to feel differently about their husbands as they age, and what can be done before things fall apart. If you're a husband, a wife, or just curious about what really happens in long-term relationships, stay with me. This might shift how you see love, aging, and marriage. 1. The emotional load becomes too much. For years, many women carry the emotional weight of the relationship. They plan birthdays, remember appointments, keep the family organized, and manage the home. Over time, this invisible labor becomes exhausting, especially when it's not acknowledged. And the truth is, many men don't even realize it's happening. That leaves women feeling like they're the only ones holding the marriage together. 2. Conversations become shallow or stop completely. In the early years, couples talk about everything: dreams, ideas, feelings. But as time passes, those deep conversations often fade. Communication becomes routine, or worse, disappears. Women begin to feel invisible, like their thoughts and emotions no longer matter. 3. The never-ending housework. Even after retirement, most women still do the bulk of the housework. What starts as small annoyances, dirty dishes, clutter, can slowly build into deep frustration. She starts to wonder, why am I still doing everything? For she grows, but he doesn't. As they age, many women crave personal growth. They want to travel, try new things, connect with the world. But if their partner doesn't grow with them or resists change entirely, she may feel stuck, like she's outgrowing the relationship. And the emotional distance keeps widening. 5. Intimacy fades. Intimacy is more than physical touch. It's about emotional connection, feeling desired, feeling seen. When that spark fades, it can feel like love is disappearing too. If a woman no longer feels attractive or emotionally close to her husband, she may begin to emotionally shut down. 6. Retirement brings unexpected pressure. Retirement is supposed to be peaceful, but for many women, it becomes a new source of pressure. Suddenly, the husband is home all the time, looking to her to fill his day. Without hobbies or outside interests, she may feel like she's become his caretaker all over again. Instead of freedom, she feels trapped, and that quiet resentment starts to grow. Relationships don't usually fall apart overnight. They fade in the silence, in the routine, in the things left unsaid. But they can be revived with awareness, effort, and a willingness to grow together. Here is a rewritten version of the passage, using simple language, emotional clarity, and a fresh flow, while keeping all the key points and depth intact. Number 7. She feels unseen and unheard. Asterisk. One of the most painful things in a marriage isn't fighting. It's feeling invisible. After years of being the emotional support system of the family, many women reach a point where they feel like no one is really listening anymore. They speak up, they express how they feel, they try to connect, but their words are met with silence or indifference. She doesn't need fancy gifts or big moments. She just wants to feel heard. She wants to know her thoughts, her feelings, her opinions still matter to the man she spent most of her life with. But when that emotional connection fades, she starts pulling away, and once she begins to disconnect, it's difficult to return. A woman who feels ignored for too long eventually stops trying. And when she stops trying, love quietly turns into resentment. Number 8. She realizes life is short, and she wants more. As people grow older, they begin to see life differently. They lose friends. They attend more funerals. They start to understand how fast time passes. And many women begin asking themselves, am I truly happy? Do I feel loved? Is this the life I want for the rest of my years? If the answers to those questions leave her feeling empty, she may begin to emotionally check out, not out of anger, but out of a desire to protect her peace. Many women reach a stage where they no longer want to fight or beg for affection. They simply stop pushing and turn their energy toward their own healing. And if their husbands don't meet them halfway, don't notice or respond, many women begin to distance themselves emotionally and even physically. This is why some women stop trying after decades of marriage. Not because they stopped caring, but because they realize they deserve more than just being present in someone else's life. In the later years of marriage, it's not about flashy romance. It's about presence, about being there, about listening, respecting, and making your partner feel seen and appreciated. When a woman begins to grow distant, it's rarely because she just fell out of love. It's because she no longer feels valued. This is a reality in many homes. Love doesn't vanish in one big moment. It slowly fades through countless small ones, through forgotten words, emotional neglect, and silent needs that are never met. But does it have to stay that way? No. Love is a decision. And just as it can fade, it can also be revived. So if you're a husband watching this, ask yourself, when was the last time you truly listened to your wife? When did you last thank her, not just as your spouse, but as a human being? And if you're a wife who feels disconnected, ask yourself, is there still room for rebuilding? Is there still a spark worth protecting? Marriage isn't a finish line. It's a journey. It's about waking up each day and choosing each other, even as life changes you both. It's about the small acts that say, asterisk, I still see you. I still respect you. You still matter to me. If you take just one thing from this message, let it be this. Love doesn't disappear with age. It disappears when we stop paying attention. But it's never too late to choose love again. Choose listening. Choose understanding. Choose each other. Thank you for watching. And remember, your relationship is one of life's greatest treasures. Take care of it.